You know what's funny about careers? Nobody ever really teaches you how to design one. Nobody sits you down in school or even in your first job and says, hey, what kind of life do you actually want? What kind of problems do you want to spend your energy solving for the next 10 to 20 years? Instead, you know what happens? You get a job, then you get another one. You chase the next title, the next salary band, the next random opportunity that shows up in your inbox. And before you know it, your career isn't something that you build. It's something that just happened to you. And maybe right now, that's exactly how you feel. You feel successful on paper, but disconnected in reality. So let's change that today. Today, I'm going to walk you through something that completely changed my life, something that flipped my career from being random and reactive to being intentional and fulfilling. And it starts with one brutally honest question. What kind of problems do you want to solve for the rest of your life? Because your career is not your title, your career is not your resume, your career is the story of the problems that you choose to spend your time solving. And the better you get at choosing those problems, the better your career becomes. You've seen this before if you watched the previous videos in this series, but I'll repeat it here because everything else builds from this. This is the career equation. And is the most important thing you'll ever understand about work and your career. It's a marketing mix of your career. Product, the value that you generate and how you generate it. Promotion, how you tell your story. Place, where you choose to work. And price, what you get paid, your salary, your market value, your opportunities. But here's the deeper truth. The most powerful part of this equation is actually choosing what problems you want to solve, because that's what defines your entire product. Everything else is just how you do that. So today, let's take a step back and focus on exactly that, how to design the career that you'll be proud of. And this is where most people go wrong. They get so focused on jobs, titles, or industries, they forget to ask, why am I doing this in the first place? Why these problems? Why this environment or this company? And that's what separates people who drift in their careers from people who design it proactively. So how do you design it? There are two routes I want to show you today. Route one is for people that already have some experience. If you've been working for a while, here's what I want you to do. Grab a piece of paper, list out every major problem you've solved in your career so far. Not just tasks, not job descriptions, problems. Then for each one, rate two things. First, how much value it created for the company and how much satisfaction it gave you personally. Then plot it on a matrix like that. Look for patterns. Where do high value and high satisfaction overlap? That is where you should start focusing on. That is the foundation of your career's why. Now ask yourself, why those particular problems, not the other ones, got you most satisfied with? Find that common theme connecting the dots there. Now, route two, if you're just starting out, if you're early in your career, don't worry. Your job right now is to experiment. Try projects outside of your role. Take on assignments that scare you a little bit. Work cross-functionally. Expose yourself to as many types of problems as possible. Because over time, you will start to see the same pattern. Some problems drain you, others light you up. Follow that energy. That's your data. Over time, start plotting exactly the same matrix that we spoke about in the Route 1 and observe how it develops over time. You'll be able to narrow down the common themes around your motivation and your why. This is your hypothesis of the why that drives you and might be even going beyond work to state what is the purpose of you. Once you know the problems that excite you, ask yourself, how can I spend more of my time solving these problems at bigger and bigger levels? Start defining your vision, not the job title, not the department. A journey of solving more and more difficult and more impactful problems that you love. And that journey will naturally evolve through the 3 career stages that we discussed in other videos. The individual contributor level, where you build technical mastery and your execution speed. Then manager, where you lead and deliver results for others. And finally executive, where you shape the strategy and culture at scale. But all of it flows from your chosen problem set that excite you. Why does this matter? Why is it so important to understand the why behind your career? It's simple. Remember video about your unique value proposition and how you communicate your role. In a nutshell, your unique value proposition is the one thing that you can do overnight to increase your chances of promotion, salary, or job. So define your unique value proposition. Stop describing your job as a title or department. Instead, define yourself by the problems that you solve. Check Simon Sinek's Golden Circle video, which shows you how to do it in the most impactful way. I'll focus on finance in this particular example. How do you answer what do you do question is absolutely critical. You don't just work in finance, manage projects, or analyze data. This is the what part of what you do. You optimize resource allocation for a 200 million division. You create visibility into market opportunities that drive 15% growth. Or you help executive teams avoid multi-million-dollar mistakes. You see the difference? It's all about how you communicate your unique value proposition, which is the formula that I shared. But that's still not enough. This is how you do it. After the exercise that you did today, you can start answering this question with the most impactful of the answers. Why you do what you do. Let me give you 3 examples of answer to what do you do question. Let's say example 1. I'm a project manager for a company XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Example 2. I'm creating visibility into market opportunities that drive 15% revenue growth. Example 3. I stand for innovation and creativity. Since childhood, I've been inspired by the world's innovators and wanted to become one myself. That's why I manage innovation projects. Currently, I'm creating visibility into market opportunities that drive 15% revenue growth. Do you see the difference? Which way conveys more passion and value? Of course, the last one. That's how high performers talk. That's how they think. That's why they get paid more, and that's why they get paid way more than most of other people, even if they appear not to work so hard. Don't get me wrong, you still need to work hard to grow the value that you generate. But the way you communicate about that is way more critical. You do it more intentionally, not just executing what you need to execute. And this is Simon Sinek's Golden Circle of the communication. You start with why, you progress through how, and what you do is just the result of everything else. But before we wrap up, if you like the career content that you see, subscribe to our channel and this playlist. This video is part of the Masterclass, and over the next weeks and months, I will be breaking down the elements of this equation to help you earn more and drive your career forward. And if you want step-by-step framework and toolkit to redesign your career around the true value, sign up below. You will receive the day-by-day guide to grow your career almost instantly. I guarantee if you follow it, everyone will notice the value that you bring. So check the link in the description to unlock it. So here's what I want you to do today. If you've been working for a while, do the reflection exercise. List your problems, rank them by value and the satisfaction. See what emerges. If you're just starting, commit to experimentation. Start your first job, get curious, say yes to projects, talk to people in different roles, start building your data set. And for everyone, draft a career vision statement. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to sound impressive. Just answer this one question. What kind of problems do I want to become world-class at solving over the next 5 years? And why? That's the starting line. Let me leave you with this. Your career is not a lottery ticket. It's not something that just happens. It's something that you design brick by brick, problem by problem, choice by choice. The people who build careers that they are proud of, they are not the smartest, they are not the luckiest. They are simply the most intentional about the career choices that they make. So be one of them. Start today and let the rest of the world wonder how you made it look so easy.